Hello all, Dr. Fox back here with you, the weekend update, and we have some big update news, or at least they put final for flying. We had an ant problem, we had all kinds of other little things. We're going to touch on a few other little aspects of Soul Cinder and things like that. So why don't we get into this, shan't we? Good weekend to you if you're seeing this on the weekend, or good week if you're off to a decent week, I hope, if all is off to a plan for the moment. And yeah, you'll notice little cat comes up and going, here he is, here he is. Sending some love to Mora. We're gonna start this off. So officially we have the final announcement that flying will thankfully be ready for us in 9.1 when that launches. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And it'll be 2 weeks after it launches. So by the second week, you'll have access to Renown. If you just got to get to Renown 44, and then finish the, what they call it, the last signet storyline for that. It was the word signet, I guess I was trying to find. So there we go. So it looks like flying won't be too long into that as well. So I hope that will allow you to quickly get off and do what you got to do. Your gathering, your quest, your treasures, and that's the biggest thing I'm doing too. I'm holding off because of the treasures. I'm just gonna wait it out a little bit longer. I've only been popping in randomly, maybe to just do those 20 souls. Just did the 20 souls the other day. I'm all excited. The other two alts just popped 38 for Renown, so they're both almost there, and they're starting the 1,000, what I call the 1,000 grind. That one usually takes a couple of weeks. I usually wait till first part of the week and last part of the week and see if a 250 comes up, and it'll usually take about week and a half. But I've been lucky. The Death Knight, we just did that one boss, and I think I got almost 780. Well, it was 750, but I had the 30 from one of the. What I do is each Tuesday when it resets, I grab the quest that tells you need 1,000 anima. Then I complete my little order table there as well, so that gives me a little bit of a boost. Because sometimes there's some weeks where I'm a little short and I got to wait out another order haul set up for those to finish as well. And we have a special thank you going out as well, so hang in there. We'll get to that in a little bit as well. Mythic Plus. A fix over at it's called Tormented. It's a lot like you'll see these three options. They'll be the sets. I know in Torghast there's all kinds of different power-ups, if you will, and they're going to be these specific ones that if you go in Mythic Dungeon plus 10 or above, there'll be these sets of mobs in there. 4 sets of big mobs that are throughout those dungeons, and those upgrades will offer you these 3 option upgrades. If you don't do those, there are some buffers near the end. They're not quite as oomph as these options, but if you're able to go in and take out those enemies, you can do that as well. Then we'll switch gears. Soul Cinders as well. If you go do Torghast 9 through 12 as well, that will allow you to get your legendaries and the past 4 socket items. The Torghast and then second to last update for you as well, the Torghast Time mechanism that's been removed again also. And then speaking of gameplay, the add-ons as well, the TSM. Are any of you still using TSM as well? I still use it. I used to use it in Classic, and I still use it in TBC Classic. Not that I'm in regular Classic that often. I will get into what I did with that here momentarily as well. And then Andor in retail, those updates still come out. I still find those to be very useful. They really help me a lot, especially at TBC. It will tell me how much that will sell on the auction house, on the vendor. So it really helps. And it's a hot, humid one. I hope you're all trying to stay cool with that. We got infested the other day, and I was slowly seeing a few ants here and a few ants there, and I'm thinking, oh geez, usually this means an infestation coming in here somewhere. and I hadn't had time to go pick up like this big ant spray tube and not the traps. I don't use those. I use the liquid. There's a liquid goo I like to use because the pheromone that's in it, they'll take that and they'll take it back to the queen, and then usually within a day, if you can get them to do that, we're wiped out. And thank God, because I slept terribly last night, in and out. I had lights on me to help deter them from my area. Thankfully, I finally figured out where they were coming in. There's a crack over there. If I had had the time, I would have put caulking, and I would have. Usually when I get a new RV, I'll take the time and I'll caulk every little nook, cranny, and corner piece, and I haven't had the opportunity to do that. Even the nook and crannies on the inside for the cabinets. I know usually some will go, well, I don't do those, Dr. Fox, because that will allow for the, because then the cabinets will either get too hot or too Ms-Upside-downhead. Hey, Ms-Upside-downhead. And Mora-Theexplorer. That's my baby. That's my girl. Yeah, that's my baby. So I'm all glad that, yeah, that's right, honey. Yeah, we had a rough time. So I finally I went in yesterday to yeah, that's right, honey, bunches of oats with strawberries. Here, here's your ball. Get your ball. She's waking up, playful moody a little bit. She was a little earlier. I'm just trying to, I know we're almost done, baby girl. Yeah, that's right. What you doing, silly old baby? So I had to go in, and I don't know why, I get there first thing in the morning. They open right up at 8. Look, I know people are setting the place up. I've been there many times, but I'll always go in a little early. And sometimes things happen, and you can't get there till like last minute to set up. That's not the problem. He just decided to be a real. So sadly, it was a real nasty attitude, and I was just sitting there waiting, trying to be patient. Thank goodness another customer came in and said hello, and I said good morning, and I was just patiently waiting. Anyway, the end result, all I cared about was trying to get out of there anyway, but I was still kind and patient, and God forbid if we take a few seconds to be civil to one another. And he was just being very, very rude, very unprofessional. And I did get out of there with the ant items. So at least then I got home, and you should have seen it. It was like a spray cloud everywhere. I was doing the posts out front. I was doing the wheels and the back jacks and the picnic table out front, and the not that I'm using it very much. The front deck and I didn't bring the spray inside. I'm not going to do that. I always buy, if I ever do that, I always buy like Kid Safe or Animal Safe for Miss Beautiful over here. Yes, even if you're being a little silly girl right now. You are a silly girl. She's about to. So, that's right. That's weird. Yeah, that's right. You tell him, girlfriend. Hey, honey. So we took care of that, and then I put a trap in the back. And if any of you ever seen like a horror movie where like mice, rats, or like bugs go like a whole mob, yeah, they came up out of a piping in the back by my refrigerator. I'm thinking, oh my God, if I had infrared on right now, the things I would probably see, it'd be hard to see it because obviously a refrigerator has that. Yeah, but if you look under, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh. So I did spray it. I put a trap back there too, and we did here. And don't worry, I washed my hands really well after, because they give off a pheromone wherever they walk. They have that little stuff that comes right off of their little front appendages, if you will. We could call them feet, but I know there's an actual name for those. But so I would try to, they scurry very fast and they're very delicate, so I would try to scoop them up and put them in front of the trap. After probably a dozen, I think I finally got a couple to finally pay attention. And I like to drip a little of the trap goo onto the table or onto the location where I'm going to be at. I also did it up here, and if I known, I would have left it in that corner over there. There's a corner. Yes, my love bug. Yes. Yes, honey, bunches of oats with strawberries. That's my baby. We're almost done. It's starting to get really hot. I hope you're all able to stay cool. The humidity up here on the East Coast is starting to climb very fast, very quickly. Another reason why I want to try to get my weekend update done just a little early this weekend. And there's that. There was a good deal the other weekend on arcade one-ups cabinets. Anyway, so I was very excited about that. But dealing with a lot of stresses with the home, sort of in an undisclosed location, if you will, for a whole list of reasons. I know she's rubbing the side of the thing. And I had up these 4 alts because I was going to show you all. Well, before we get into calendar, I've got a special thank you, and we'll get into that in a minute here. So first off, I spent a little time the other day. I've been trying to get my T-Mobile. When you switch from another provider, I had had Verizon for a long time, and they're $240, and I went through a lot of heck, and I finally was able to send the puck back. It's one of those ellipsis jet packs. They look like a hockey puck, kind of. And they had a recall on them, so I finally sent that back. And it was just a while back, I was just trying to get it exchanged. I wasn't sitting there to have a therapy session for an hour, and this woman just was so horribly transphobic and had all these issues about speech and the way I spoke and talked, and I get so darn tired of that crap. But look, I'm not trying to make everyone happy. That's not what I'm trying to do, but at the same time, I'm still trying to offer respect and kindness, even for those that offer the Neanderthal anger, the misinterpretation, and all these other struggles they have going on. See, even I'm trying to think about that. I'm not being one of those attitude, be like, listen. So, and then I had to follow up, and I was trying to get the when you switch from a carrier, I was trying to get the, usually it takes 6 to 8 weeks, but they were able to digitally do it so quickly. And there'd been a woman that had called me a couple of times. She was very, very nice. And I ended up getting an opportunity to talk with this individual, this nice gentleman, or however the individual wants to be identified as a gender. Sorry for any, because I meant to ask that. And his name was Jeb. And am I pronouncing that right? Hey, Jeb. And they're one of their really close friends that also has my first legal name, not Doctor. I know she's getting all crazy with it. So a shout out to T-Mobile. They were able to get the refund back because I had to dish out $2,483 to pay off my devices, and they were able to reimburse me for $1,300. I know she's going so silly crazy. You're going so crazy. She's going crazy. Get the ball. Grab. Great. This is a rare opportunity for those that watch my channel on a regular basis. Don't usually get to see Mora doing in her little playful mood very often. I think I know what she's waiting for. Yeah. See, you know. You want some treats? Yeah. Yeah, usually we did this on camera last weekend, and I think we're going to have to wrap this up. So anyway, a very, very special thank you, sending out to Jeb from T-Mobile for your help, and the other lovely lady that had called first. He's the supervisor. Yay! Another LGBT in power, if you will, allowing us to hopefully get some things, and less effort and struggle for our situation a little bit, which is really nice. Like they similarly now have, but you have to pay for it yourself. I know some could lie and just go, well, I'm going to pay for it. I had to prove I was paying for it by having the money in there already. I know there's other ways of doing it. Anyway, the VA now will help, thanks for another trans in power, allowing you that if you're going to pay for your surgery yourself, they will help reimburse and outsource for you to pay back a little bit of the hair removal. I have to get that back underway again. I've already spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars and so much pain between laser treatments and endocrinology, electrolysis, excuse me, sorry. But with that said, anyway, it's been chaotic right over here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to house is that underwriter is giving me so many problems. And I just, I don't know. Things are up in the air, let me say it that way. I don't know what's going to happen with it. Sadly, not by choice. And I think with that, we're going to shift gears. We're going to get into, before we get into the calendar, and I know she wants her, you know what, I have my alts pulled up right now because surprisingly, for the first time, I hadn't even had time. Usually I try to get in on a Tuesday, and it's been such a crazy week. And I've had phone calls all week, and it's been crazy and insane and just right out straight. And I try to look forward to my weekends, but right now it's a very struggling, debilitating circumstance. It's been very hard just with everything coming at me with us. And to kind of answer your question about the ants, when I got up this morning, thank goodness there was no trail anymore. It seemed to stop. I hope, and really, really hoping, and I'm not seeing them. They were everywhere. They were in the shower. They were on the ceiling. They were over here. They'd been on the bed. I was like either worried I was having one crawl on me, or it was a hair, or just something else in my mind. And sure enough, 3/4 of the time, it actually was a little ant crawling. And I'm like, jeez. But I would always try to move them over and then wash my hands immediately after before I would do anything else, just to try to move them towards that trap. That's right. That's my baby. Here, get the ball. We're gonna wrap this up. I'm trying to get into the cal. Those that know my channel know that when Mora erupts or wants time on the camera or time, everything gets put on hold. She's the most important piece that offers that. So here, I'll actually show you for an example. I've almost got 1,000. That should pop her to renown 39. She's almost there. I've been trying to grind my 3 alts just to get the renowns to 40 so that we're ready for other options that are available in that unlock. Yeah, 785 I'm up to right now, and I haven't even picked up my dailies yet. So we'll get into the calendar real quick. Love my calendar kitties. Sweet little calendar kitties. So good news for those that need that extra 10% buff this week. Dark Moon Fair off and running this week. Also, another thing to look forward to is we know summer's around the corner. You know what that means? Yeah, 1,000 Boat Bash. That's going to be ending as well and kind of wrapping up for that as well. The 1,000 Boat Bash had started today, so that'll be that micro holiday will be on for 3 days as well. PvP Brawl War Song Scramble, that's beginning this week. Arena Skirmish Bonus, that's ending this week, and you'll have until the Dark Moon Fair, the tail end of the week, and then we have Time Walking with Mop Ms-Upside-downhead next week. So that'll be back up, and then the following after that, we know is when we know Midsummer Fire Festival bounces off the 21st, which I know it's officially, unofficially Memorial Weekend. It kicks off summer, and we're sort of feeling it right now, especially in the heat today. And that's why I'm going to wrap this up. I've got 2 fans on me right now, and I'm still hot, and I'm in a tank top. Anyway, I feel bad for the our furry friends here. But that's going to kind of wrap it up this week. I think just, you know, we always try to use WoW as sort of a tool for us to relate to, just like a musician will use for music therapy. And they'll use an instrument or something referencing music to get us through those rough times. And I hope you can stay cool this week if you're in the eastern side as well. And any spot that gets hot or overwhelmed. I know this time of year we also start to see like more devastation, and we'll see like the wildfires get more intense out west as well, and they're trying to keep those under control. And a lot of that continues to happen this time of year as well. And some will actually, now they've got their COVID shot, are out and about. There's others still working on theirs. Hope you're doing okay with that. Hope you're able to bounce back. And another quick shout out to, I know there's another lovely lady and her mom watching me today, just to keep their privacy. I'm just going, hey, you guys will know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Hope you're staying cool over there. I know they're having some rough time with their AC, trying to get that set up. We've been struggling with that to try to help them. And then of course, I'm going to be firing mine up. I didn't have it on right now because I'm trying to get through my weekend update without trying to have to yell into the mic at this point, and just plugging through this and kind of wrapping this up. So let's take the week. Let's try to pull parts of it out. Contemplate, think about that. Remember to try to be kind to someone you run into. I know we're all having a hectic, crazy time. A lot of people want to just be angry and selfish. And if we can please step back and just spend a few minutes. Thank you for spending some time with me as always. And I hope you have a good week. Don't forget to take 2 of those thoughts. Call me in the morning. And then once again, we will, you know the drill. We will see you later.